Shalom Aleichem, everyone. Hope everyone had a wonderful, wonderful week. This edition of the Isaac Sonin is dedicated by Rav Ilan and Dina Akoka, parents of Nisan Akoka, Shana Aleph student, and it is done so Le'ilu Nishmas Simi Bas Rachel, whose yahrzeit is Yud Nisan, that's Nisim's Safta, and Lucy Bat Ora Buena, whose yahrzeit is Yudalad Nisan, that is Nisim's great-grandmother. Okay, it is Parshas Metzorah, but Shabbos HaGadol, right before Chag Pesach. So let's discuss an important idea related to Pesach. So at the Leil HaSeder, we say Hallel, and the Hallel is a very, very unusual Hallel. It's very anomalous. Most Hallels, the Gemara tells us, we do standing up. Here we're saying Hallel sitting down. Most Hallels we do, all the Hallels we do it during the daytime. Here we have a Hallel at night. When it comes to Hallel, the Gemara in Masechet Sukkah tells us Nashim, women, are generally pturos in Hallel because it's a mitzvah saseh shazman grama. This Hallel, Nashim are chayavosin, women are chayavos. They're chayavin arba kosos, and as a result, they're chayavin Hallel as well. It's a very, very unusual Hallel. But perhaps the most unusual aspect of the Hallel we have at the Leil HaSeder is that the Hallel is divided. We have two paragraphs of Hallel, the first two paragraphs before Shulchan Aruch, and the rest of Hallel we say afterwards. So we have a hefsek in the middle of Hallel. There's also no bracha in this Hallel. Normally we make a bracha when we say a Hallel Shalem for Sfardim and Ashkenazim, even for a Chatzi Hallel. Here there's no bracha on the Hallel whatsoever. A very, very unusual Hallel. So there's a number of different approaches to how to handle this Hallel, how to deal with this Hallel, how to deal with these questions. But the one I'd suggest is that this is not Hallel. It looks like Hallel. It smells like Hallel. We even call it Hallel. But this is not Hallel. This is part of the mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim, because the mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim is not just to tell a story, not just to recount the magnificent events of Yetzias Mitzrayim, but then is to take that and build our relationship of Hakaras Hatov, appreciation, with the Ribbono Shel Olam. And we do that with a Sipur Hanes. You tell over the story and then you thank Hashem for that. In fact, the Suda that we have, the Shulchan Aruch, is not just a meal, but it is a Sudas Hodah. And just like we have a notion of a Korban Todah, that a person brings a Korban Todah as a thank you, and he has a meal, and he shares the story. That's exactly what our Shulchan Aruch is. So true, this doesn't follow the rules of Hallel, because we're not saying it b'Torah's Hallel. We're saying the Hallel as a part of the broader mitzvah of Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim. So we fulfill Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim sitting down. Nashim are chayavos in Sipur Yetzias Mitzrayim. We do so at night when we're fulfilling this mitzvah. And the break, the hefsek, so to speak, with Shulchan Aruch is not really a hefsek. It's all part and parcel of having a Sudat Hoda'ah. That's what the Korban Pesach is, to give thanks to Hashem and tell over the story. One of the messages of Chag Pesach is to be so appreciative of everything Hashem does for us all the time. That Hashem is Mechadesh B'chol Yom Ma'aseh Bereishis. He renews our relationship with Him all the time. We reconnect to Him. That's what this Chag is all about. It's the Leil Shimurim. It's the Chag HaEmunah, where we reassert our connection, our relation to Hashem, and which really began at Mitzrayim, at Yetzias Mitzrayim, and now continues every single day going forward. That's what this Yontiv is all about. We should be zoch to have a great sense of appreciation of the beneficence of HaKadosh Baruch Hu in all aspects of our lives. Have a beautiful Shabbos and a wonderful Yontiv. Chag kosher v'sameach to all.